Hello, this is Gage Hensley. I am currently a freshman taking computer science and software engineering class as part of the career and technical education program at Gull Lake High School. Today, I will be explaining and demonstrating how to install a virtual machine. In this video, we are going to be installing Linux Ubuntu as the virtual machine, but you can basically use whatever hypervisor you want. We're just using Linux and Ubuntu for the video. The first thing we want to do is see the host PC's hardware resources. So in order to do that, at least on Windows, you click the Windows button or key, and you want to search system information. It should pop up right there. And this is all your system information. So it has everything about your system, like your RAM, and I'll just explain what these do. So RAM is basically random access memory. It is basically a short-term memory. Like this, this would use RAM if it's open. And so that's the amount of stuff you can have open at once. And then, if I can find it, give me a second. Here you can see your hard drive. This is how much space is on the hard drive, and this is how much space we have left. And next, we are going to look at your CPU. So basically, what your CPU is your central processing unit. It's basically the brain of your computer. It processes all the signals, all the ones and zeros, and makes sense of it and sends signals to other parts of your computer in reaction to those ones and zeros. Another really important step in making a virtual machine is having good file management. As you can see, I have a shortcut to my files, and just make sure you're really organized. Like here, I have my OBS, which I'm recording this video is gonna go. Screenshots. Here's the main file that you're gonna need for this virtual machines. Put whatever operating system you want. We're using Ubuntu from Linux, and now you're gonna want to make what you see here. You don't have to be exact, but make sure you have a backup folder. Really important. This is where if something goes wrong with your virtual machine, then you'll have somewhere to go back to, so you don't have to completely start from scratch. I have it installed, the backup installed on this folder, but I also have it uploaded to a NAS. So it should be pretty secure. So next is the ISO file, and this is where you're going to put your downloaded operating system into. Next is your went back too far. Your OS, just your operating system. This is where your virtual machine is going to live. This is my current virtual machine. We are going to delete it and reinstall it for this video. So let's start doing that. So first thing you're going to need to make a virtual machine is you're going to need a hypervisor. We're using a type 2 hypervisor, which means it's going to it's basically an application on this computer. It's running off this computer. So the one we are using is, if it'll load, give it a second, VMware Workstation. You can use whatever one you want. We're just using VMware Workstation. And if you need to install it, just here, let me bring it up real quick. Nope, brought up too. Yeah, just go to this um, website and you can download it from here. It's pretty easy to use. So this is my current virtual machine. We are going to delete from disk. And now, as you can see, it got rid of our OS. Um, that's going to happen. Just make a new folder, OS, and so this is where our new virtual machine is going to live. But since I still have the backup, a virtual machine that I just deleted, it's still here. I could just revive it later. I'm just showing you how to make one from scratch. So now, you're gonna want to click create a new virtual machine, and now you're going to see this. It might be a little confusing at first, but I'm going to walk you through the steps. So basically, what you want to do to start is you want to put your ISO, what's in your ISO file in here. As you can see, I already did it. Let's say we haven't yet. What you want to do is click Browse, and since I showed you how to have good file management, it's going to be in virtual machines, Linux, or whatever you're using. ISO, and there it is. Now we will continue. So now put whatever you want in here. I don't really care. You can just put your stuff. So I'll get back to you when I put this stuff in. All right, just filled in my username and password, and now we can go on to the next step, which is naming it. I'd recommending it naming something that is relevant. Just don't go naming it random stuff unless you want to. I don't really care. I'm just showing you how to install it. But for this, I'm just gonna name it Ubuntu 22 because that's the version we're using. Because the newest version's kind of buggy right now. Location. Okay. So this, if you're just making it, I don't think it'll be on up here. So we're just gonna show you. So you're gonna see this. Just go to your virtual machines, and then OS. That's where it's gonna live. Next. All right. Maximum disk size. So this you can put whatever you want here. I recommend though having not doing too little because it'll be pretty slow, but also don't make it like super large because then your main computer won't be able to run, right? So I'll just here actually let me just check my specs real quick. I think we're gonna go for 60 gigabytes, but do whatever you want. All right, now you can see it's telling you what settings it's going to be on the VM. We're actually going to change this. So, as you can see, it is using 4 gigabytes of memory. We are going to turn that up to 8 gigabytes. Oh, no. Okay, roughly 8 gigabytes. There, okay. Processor cores. We have 6 processor cores on this PC, so we're going to be using 3. And let me just check. Alright, this looks good. We're going to close this. See, updated. Now we are going to finish. Now it is booting up your virtual machine. Give it a second to load. Right here it is, loading up. That's the operating system we installed. Ubuntu might be different for you depending on which one you installed. And um, as you can see, um, it's gonna start asking us how to set up it. Basically, it's gonna just ask us if it's set up. I don't know if you heard that or not, but it just made a noise, and it scared me. It's gonna take a little minute to boot up right now, but I guess I will show you some other things as it loads. Okay, it has loaded. Yeah, so it's basically a computer inside of a computer. It's booting up as if you just installed this operating system on its own computer, but it's not. It does not know that it's actually just the subcomputer. So, yeah, this is gonna take you through setting up the virtual machine. Um, so I'll just skip through this until we actually get to the end of this. It's eventually gonna ask you to put your name and stuff. Just fill it out, um, like you normally would. There we go. Filled it out. Next. It is going to install. So, um, as you see, it's loading. And so while it's loading, we're gonna go more in depth about um, virtual machines. So, as I said before, this is a Type 2 hypervisor because it is installed on a host OS. Um, and this is the virtual machine or computer inside a computer. Whatever happens on this, like if this gets infected with like a virus or something, it'll be fine because you can just restore from backup or just delete it. So these are really fun to mess around with, code with, and whatever else you want to do. And a cool little thing you can do while using VMware Workstation. It probably will allow you to do this on other hypervisors as well. But you go to full screen. As you can see, this is still up here. What you want to do is to click on this again. And then this, I already have it down. But if it's pinned, then it'll stay up there. Unpin it, then it will go away until you go up. Pretty cool trick if you want to just have it full screen, things be bigger. But if you want to just put it aside for a second, then you can do that as well by just um, making it windowed or just minimizing it. You can minimize it too and bring it back out. But yeah, we're gonna wait for this install, and I will finish up this tutorial. Alright, it just finished installing. Now we just have to restart the uh, the operating system, and it after it restarts, it should allow you to log in and play with it like it was an actual like computer, because it is technically, but it also isn't. So, just putting in my password, and here we are. It's gonna ask you if you want to connect anything. I'm not gonna do that right now, but yeah, here's the virtual machine. Looks like it's using Firefox. Got File Explorer, software store. So yeah, that is how you install virtual machines. Thank you so much for watching my video, and make sure to check out my ePortfolio to see other projects I've worked on. See ya.